I'm probably going to.
Yeah.
Hello, humans of the world. We are live. This is our fabulous Women's Westie Weekend team. And we wanted to come at you as a group one more time to close out the weekend. Say thank you to everyone who participated in classes or fun events. And so I think we're just going to bop around the screen and talk about some of our favorite parts of the weekend, both classes and social activities. So let's start with not Alyssa because she's eating. Tracy.
Sounds good. So some of my favorite parts, like first of all, I loved dancing with everybody. That was so much fun to just like play a song and act like a 5-year-old and just like dance it out. And everybody, like people who posted pictures, like thank you so much for joining in and being communicative and like working in the chat. It was so much fun to do that with you guys. And I loved Bev's wiggles. That was one of my favorite things. Gotta love the Bev wiggle. And I loved, like there was something that Alyssa said in one of her classes that really, and I actually mentioned it in my class, that was like not necessarily staying in international ready position, but like making sure this stays up. And like, so I've never heard it explained that way before. And I always try to explain it and it's never come out that way. So I love how you explain that to everyone. So it was really nice. And then the wine time was wonderful. I love how you put all this stuff together. I hate that I couldn't make all of them, but I love that you're going to keep the Hangouts open. So this is going to go further past so that we can still hang out, get together, and not necessarily do dancey things, but connect with women all over the community. So like wonderfully put together. Yeah. So much fun.
I'm so glad you had fun. This weekend was super exciting.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Mahela.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of fun stuff that happened this weekend. I really love bingo, even though I got my times incorrect apparently. That's kind of the beautiful thing about like doing this online thing is like we can get like anybody from like all over the country, all over the world. So our timing has to be a little more in sync. That was super fun. I really enjoyed Alyssa's last class. Alyssa, I loved that little routine class. So yeah, I love that song too. I'm glad that you showed us that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing like people post like their practicing of it. So I loved waking up and doing some stretching with Bev and Tracy. I love that you were so impassioned about your content. That was really fun to see like that aspect of it. I hadn't ever seen the stuff that you've done before, and so it was really cool to hear what you had to share. And Patricia, I loved how you organized all this and got everything together. Your class is really great as well, and I'm all very impressed by how organized you are. So those were
Thank you.
So those were some of my highlights of the weekend, and it was really cool to get to connect with some of the other gals that were taking some of the classes, and we learned a lot about a lot of people and some of their backgrounds, which was really fun. So the wine night was, I think, my highlight is hanging out with everyone and drinking wine and yeah.
Awesome. Alyssa.
Cool. I stopped eating in preparation.
You're ready.
Oh man. This was a really cool experience. Like I would not have foreseen this being a thing like 3 months ago. And I am super inspired by you, Patricia, by the ability that you have and had to put all of this together and all the activities that you did for people, and like Mahela was saying, your organizational skills, and like promptly at 10 minutes to the class time and get the StreamYard link and it'd be up and ready. Just super on top of it. And like, I love when event direction is just like clear, organized. I know my job. I know what I need to do. So that was really great. And it was fun for me to put together a lot of content. This is more talking than I do in almost any class ever. So that was fun and hard and good and bad and all the things. The snippets I got, I need to go back and watch all of your class, Tracy, but the snippets I got from it, that was awesome. Like, your just how you communicate and how your voice sounds is just beautiful. Like, I could just listen to you talk for a very long time.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. And then I love Mihaela going into a lot of the slides that you did. Again, I need to go back because I did more things yesterday, but I want to go back and actually like take notes on that because I'm studying to be a PT right now, and that's a lot of useful information. And then yeah, I definitely agree with you though. Like, wine night was by far my fave. Just like the diversity of the group that we had was pretty spread out, and like lots of people in different parts of the country, and it just felt really nice to connect with people. It's probably the most comfortable I've ever felt on a group call.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. Beverly.
All right. I really enjoyed being able to do my morning routine exactly how I would normally do it, but share it with people.
Yay.
Cool.
Because the exercises and the stretching that I did in my classes is literally just what I do when I get up in the morning before I go outside or go upstairs or whatever. And so I really enjoyed just bringing my authentic self in and being able to be comfortable doing that because I'm in a room. And I also really enjoyed just connecting with people that we wouldn't have been able to connect with if we were all in Billings right now.
Yeah.
There were people from all the time zones in America joined in on classes, extras, and it was just really, really cool to be able to connect with people in a way I wasn't able to do the last 2 years because we were.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome. I think what I love the most about this weekend is every year when we have Women's Westie weekend and we have somebody come in and work on classes, and Alyssa and Tracy, you have both been here in person for this weekend. And it's always really fun to combine the connection with humans aspect with the dance aspect. And having that time set aside where we're doing activities and we can kind of check back in on, oh, that was really cool in that class, or what the heck was that, or like all of that connection and feedback in between. But I think the virtual experience was really unique and fun because we got to do that on a whole nother level. The people that were part of the weekend and part of the classes themselves, but also people who were just checking in from different parts of the country. And so that was really cool to have all those perspectives and personalities involved. And then what I love most is I feel like I've gotten to connect with the staff so much more than like, even though when you're here, you're living in my house, I feel like we've gotten to connect a lot more this weekend because we have that time before and after classes where we're just talking and we're just laughing about random stuff. And then we're like, and we're not live, so say whatever it is you want to say. So that has been really, really cool for me. And I'm excited to be connected with you guys even more than we were before, or more than we may have been if this was live in person. So those are my favorite things. And wine night was so much fun, even though I drink
I also want to add, because I didn't say anything, Beverly, you have one of the most beautiful energies ever. And I just love your positivity and the fact that like during pretty much every class, like you were just like commenting and liking everything and being like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is hard. Oh, this is like whatever. That energy, even though I wasn't feeling it during the class, I got to read afterwards and be like, oh, she was engaged. Oh, it's amazing. So thank you for giving in that way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that engagement throughout the weekend was really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, is there anything else that we'd like to visit or share or talk to the world about before we close out?
I did want to say something real quick, is because I think, and then we've probably mentioned this before, and I know we've mentioned this between us, but since we're live, I just want to say that I really love the fact, because for me, like, there's some of the stuff that I missed. Like, I missed your talk, and I missed Mahela's as well. And there's pieces of Alyssa's that I missed. I was at most of Bev's, but it's so nice that because of the format, that people can still enjoy it. So if you're listening and you're out there, and if this is something you still want to go back and do, because you're sharing this in the Hangout thing, right?
This is in the Hangout, and it's on my business page, and I think Bev also shared it to our personal pages. So we're out there.
So if they're not in the group yet, or in the event, they can still come and do the classes, and they can still come and do that, and then it's still available after the fact. And so even after COVID's over and finances are better, they can still come back and do stuff like this, and then still be a part of Women's Westie and stuff and they can still be a part of Hangouts going forward. So I love that is just being thankful, but also reminding everyone else that is still an opportunity to come back and take advantage of all the things that were offered this weekend. So wonderfully put together.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yay!
I think with that, we will close out. So to the world, thank you guys for participating in whatever capacity you participated this weekend. We have really enjoyed our time together and our time sharing things with you. Tracy's got hearts all around. And the classes, like Tracy was just saying, are still available in totality within the group. So all 9 hours worth of classes are in that group and can be reviewed at any time. And then I will also be making them available in individual class content. So if that's of interest, that will be announced soon once I have that uploaded and available. So
Soon.
With that, thank you, Beverly and Tracy and Alyssa and Mahela, so much for your amazing content and all of your participation this weekend.
Rachel!
Thank you all. Thank you, Rachel, for participating in the classes and everything this weekend.
Thank you, guys. It's so good to see you guys popping in, saying hello.
Yes, we love the chat section. Hello, Lida. Thank you for joining in with us. All right. With that, we're going to say goodbye and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Bye.